Hi everyone, welcome to Redout. So this is a anti-gravity, super high-speed racing game that supports virtual reality on both the Vive and the Rift. It also supports just regular PC play, and it's a racing game that just came out recently. It's been getting a lot of hype, and I put in a lot of time in it over the last day. I put in like 12 hours straight, and this game is a lot of fun. It's really cool in VR. So let's check it out. So this game's kind of a throwback to some of the more old school anti-gravity racing games like F-Zero and WipeOut and stuff like that. And so basically, if you don't know what an anti-gravity racing game is, you race along these crazy tracks that can just go through the air and stuff with some crazy futuristic anti-gravity jet propulsion system that makes you go super fast. And when you go that fast, you might just end up dying and going from first place to sixth place. But yeah, so in these games you just go super fast, and it's all about just keeping the acceleration down constantly. You like basically never want to brake, and you just want to drift around all the turns. Kind of like that, except I bumped the wall a little bit. So basically just go max speed, as fast as possible, drift around turns, and try to win. And there's a variety of different types of races. This is like a boss race, so this is a really long level. It's like a 5 minutes per lap usually, so about 10-minute level, 10-minute race. But you can also just do like time trial races. You can play online. You can do races versus other players online, or you can do just a regular race. You can set the laps that you want, and you can do these like cool survival races where it's like whenever anyone dies, they're out for the rest of the race. So it's as much of an endurance challenge to stay alive until the end as it is a race to actually get to the finish line first. There's a ton of modes. There's just a ton of content in general in this game. And there's like this whole progression system where there's all these different ships or vehicles or whatever, anti-grav racers, and you collect them. Well, you buy them using money that you win from races, from just competing in races. Even if you lose a race and you get like last place, you still get a little bit of money, but obviously you get more if you win. Oh shit, yeah, that's not good. But yeah, so you do races, you collect money, you get experience, you level up, you buy ships, you buy upgrades for your ships. You can buy like a special ability for your ship and a passive ability, and then you can level those abilities up, or you can like mix and match and choose different ones. And then you get different tiers of ships. So this is my special ability. It's like a boost that uses all of my energy. So, boom! Oh, I boosted too hard and overshot my target. Usually you have this regular boost, like that, and you can use it to kind of straighten yourself out after you drift around a corner. But with my special ability, if I let my energy build all the way up, then I can do like a super boost, which gives me a crazy amount of speed, and it's really great for overtaking other races, or other racers. There it is. Oh god, so many loops. This game does an amazing job at giving you a real sense of speed, because there's so much stuff just like flying by. You're like, I'm going so goddamn fast. Especially in VR, it's, uh-oh. Oh god. That was crazy. But yeah, it feels really cool to go this fast and see all these trees just whip by at insane speeds. And then the boost. So, in terms of VR, they have come out with some updates to the VR to address some of the concerns that people had when this game first released. Vive and Rift support. So you can look at the entire third-person camera now. As you can see, I can see my ship in its entirety in third person. So you can play like this. This is how a lot of players play on PC, and now you can play like this in VR. Oh, that's the Redout when you go super fast. Okay, or you can go pure first person where you can't see the ship at all, or you can go super zoomed in on the engine, or this mode where you see like the nose of your vehicle and whatever is out in the front. I like this mode because it makes me feel like I am racing a pod racer. And I've always wanted to do like pod racing in VR, but this is like pod racing in VR, but better. I mean, these environments are insane, and the game runs silky smooth because it actually doesn't. I mean, the like textures and stuff aren't crazy intense or anything. It's just that you like fly by them so fast that you don't really notice, and everything is really bright and nice looking. So overall, it's just a nice effect in VR, and it's very enjoyable to play, and the sound and everything is great too. I like the music. I am wearing a sub-pack backpack with this. It's not really that helpful, not like it would be in a regular racing game, because the bass sounds in this game aren't that pronounced. But it's still useful, and you can use it to bump along with the beats. Oh man. I could not get enough of this game. I seriously stayed up all night and played it last night. And that's pretty rare for a VR game outside of like Elite Dangerous. A lot of VR games, I'll play them and I'll be like, this is pretty cool and fun, and I'll play it for like a couple hours and then not play it again. But I've just been marathoning this one because the progression system lets you really do a lot of stuff. You have like this career mode where you go through and you're given all these like various tasks, and then you do them and you get bonus money and you unlock new maps and all this stuff. So you can really just like race your heart out and unlock all these different vehicles and upgrades and new tiers and stuff like that. And when you get the new tier of ship, your ship suddenly becomes like so much faster and so much better, but then you move up a tier of racing, so you're not going to get like a tier 3 ship, which is what this is, and then race against like crappy little tier 2 and tier 1 ships. Basically, you start out with a little tier 1 ship and you race against the other little crappy tier 1 ships, and then once you hit like level 6, you can get a tier 2 ship, and then you do harder tracks, longer tracks, like harder difficulty stuff, and you race against other tier 2 ships, etc. with tier 3. And I haven't even got to like the final tier yet, which requires level 22. I'm level 16 after playing this game for like 12 hours or so. Hitting those boosts. By the way, this level, you may be thinking, is really freaking long, and it is. It's called like a boss level, and basically they chained together like 3 or 4 levels that have the same theme. And every time I jump through a portal, I'm going to another level. But they're all on the same track, which is pretty cool. Now, I did really bad in this race, and it's actually the AI in this game is really good, and they're really punishing. Like, you can be in first place just tearing it up, and then if you make like the smallest little mistake, suddenly pew, 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 all these ships are flying past you, and you're in like 6th place, and then you, well, this ends up happening to you. Oh, now I'm in last place. Alright, at least I can get redemption by chasing down number 7. Gotta get 7th place. There he is. Alright. It's all about drifting around the corners properly. Basically, you've got your steering and you've got your strafing through like lateral thrusters. So it's about combining those to do either like a long drift where you kind of, let's see if I can demonstrate it, drift around like that, or you push them both in the same direction and you do a more short drift where you're kind of just flipping around a corner. There we go. That's the end of it.
Finish.
Finish. Last place. That's okay though. Even if you lose, you get a little bit of money and you get a little bit of experience. Number one guy, best lap, about 20 seconds faster than me. So, that was the racing portion. Let's just take a quick look at some of the features of this game. So here are the ships. This is like the pod racer style ship, so you start out at class 1, then you go to class 2 at level, doesn't say, and then class 3 at level 15, and level 22 you can get a class 4 ship for $90,000. And then when you get the ship, you can upgrade it. You can upgrade turbine, magnets, structure, energy, and then you can put power-ups inside of it. So you have these two slots that where you can put stuff into every ship, and there's the active slot where you can put, let's see, EMP blast to screw over other racers, or energy drain, or protection, extra grip, turbo boost, which is what I was using, or repair drone, which is another good one to repair yourself. And then that'll be your active ability, and then you choose a passive ability like increased energy recharge, or increased speed, or increased grip, etc., etc. And then you can do all of these different types of races. So let's see, there's speed, which is just try to hit this target time. Survival, just try to stay alive. Actually, survival is pretty cool because they litter the maps with these obstacles. These little like spiky things that will do a bunch of damage to you. So it's about like moving around as fast as possible and getting through all these checkpoints that give you more time and not hitting the spiky things because they'll destroy your ship. Insta-gib, wall damage is highly increased. Race, and then pure race where you don't use any of the like power-ups that I was just talking about earlier. Arena race where when people die they don't respawn. Last man standing. Each lap the last contender is eliminated. Score, long race based on point. These are like 10 laps. And then you get points for a variety of different things, like hitting all the like little turbos, or for not taking damage, or not dying, or doing a variety of things. And then boss, which is the one I did earlier, which is a really long event running on 5 tracks that says change through teleporters. So those are all the different types of races. And yeah, that's Redout for you. Definitely check it out because it's a fun VR game. It does not support motion controls, but it's completely optimized for the Xbox controllers, so it's really fine because it works great. And you can, one of the great things about it is, since it's not a typical room scale game, you can actually play it just like sitting on the couch and stuff, which is really relaxing and enjoyable. And yeah, I can just play this game for hours just laying on the couch and looking at the pretty colors. So I highly recommend this game. It is $35, but it has a lot of content, a lot more content than you'll get with any VR exclusive game for sure. Content, progression, good graphics, runs well, it's fun. So definitely check it out. Thank you for watching this video. Check out my channel if you want to see more VR gameplay videos. Have a great day, and goodbye. Jeez. This is crazy. Oh.